give a minute for people to start getting on here. Hopefully people can. I know it's kind of not a lot of notice. I want to take advantage of the great weather. So I'm able to, I've got another phone with me here that I can watch chat a little better on. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Hopefully we get some people join us. I know Sue is already in the chat. Thank you for that, Sue. I appreciate it. Trying to find a spot here where the sun's not glaring. Nanny, how you doing? No problem, Woody. I know you're busy. Appreciate it. Tell Baz I said hello. Yeah, I'm gonna spin it around here. Let me go over here and use the top of this. Man, it's going great. Had a break in the weather yesterday, and it's funny, when I decided I was going to stream earlier, there was 0 clouds. Well, I don't want to say 0, but like nothing like this. It's gotten a little cloudy. So let me flip this around. So we are at Pardee Reservoir in the excuse me, Pardee River watershed. And I don't know if you hear them, but there's a lot of osprey. Thanks, Woody. There are a lot of osprey here, which are a bird of prey, but predominantly live on fish, eating fish, but you can hear them. Yeah, it is, Woody. It's like I said, that none of these clouds, when I was talking about streaming earlier, it was more like this, kind of a broken, a little bit of light clouds up high, but they've since rolled in. It's not supposed to rain. But I don't know if you can see right there. So I'm gonna move my finger. You can see the snow-capped mountains back there. And over here is Butte Mountain, which has, from my Jackson videos, I've shown, it's just a mountain that pops out of nowhere with a just really strange looking, but it's got a bunch of communication on the towers up top. Combed your hair, nice. So they have a little, just a little simple map here. I'm up at an observation point. The primary recreation area is this way. You can see over here the dam. Maker Place, good to see you. Yeah, it's quite beautiful up here. Last year we had the snow real low, because I actually dropped an elevation to come down to this point. I mean, there was snow all in these hills on this side right here, all the way down almost to the water. Like I said, this is Pardee Reservoir on the Pardee River watershed. Whoops, clicking myself out of something. So I did do have a few notes I took. So this dam was actually built. The dam was actually built in 1929. Has a height of 345 feet or 105 meters. Like I said, that dam is, you see over here, you can kind of see it there. And a length of 1,337 feet or 408 meters. The lake has a capacity of 210,000 acre feet or 260 million meters. Surface area of the lake is 2,134 acres or 864 hectares. Hey, Gabriel, how you doing, my friend? I appreciate the follow. I saw you followed early this morning. Thanks for the shout out to Gabe Studio. Those of you that were here yesterday, we raided into Gabriel. Just a amazing man, wonderful drummer. So at the bottom of this, there's actually a powerhouse at the bottom of that. Nanny, thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you. There's a powerhouse at the bottom of that, a hydroelectric station, which generates 23.6 megawatts, is what it was installed at. Typically, much less than that is what it generally uses, an annual generation. It has the capacity. So this, there is no swimming in this lake. The boats are restricted. You can have boats in the lake, but it's restricted. It is a primary drinking source, a water source, for part of the San Francisco Bay Area, not the whole Bay Area, but or San Francisco itself, but it's East Bay Municipal Utility District, East Bay Mud. And so there's a variety of, Desi, hello, good to see you. There's a variety of different things here. They have, this actually feeds, you can kind of see here, that comes from, that's the McCalmy River down there, which feeds into Lake Comanche. You can actually see a smidgen of it, reflection right there. So you got the river canyon here for, I don't know, about 4 miles, I think, down to the lake. To answer your question, Sue, no, it comes from, does not come from another state. So this is all from the McCalmy River watershed. So you'll see that snow-capped peak up there. So you have McCalmy Peak, but that whole, they call it a watershed here in the United States. Frequently in other placements, they might call it a catchment, or drainage basin, if you will. And the catchment area for this watershed is 575 square miles or 1,490 square kilometers. Anna, good to see you. Yeah, exactly, Woody. And so they've even got things, oh, I don't know if you can see it, there's a deer. Right here. So I don't know if you can see the deer there. I kind of zoomed in a little bit. Yes, it is, Scat. Nice and green too, which is nice from the rain. I'm below the typical snow levels. You see the deer sitting there eating on the, those are black-tailed deer. Yeah, deer. There's actually 3 of them there. There's 2 that you can see right there, and then the other one's a little bit down the hill. Kind of lost the view of it. So maybe with the zoom you might be able to see the snow a little better up on the peak up there. Agree, Scat. Agree. I think that's exactly what it is. They've had enough of me talking and kind of went down the hill a little farther. So like I said, we were at Pardee Reservoir here on the McCalmy River watershed. This watershed has several dams. So farther up near that peak way up there is Salt Springs Reservoir and the company dam. That's actually one of the owned by the company I work for hydro generation. Yes, scat boating is allowed. But you cannot get in the water at all. No skiing, no jet skis, just fishing boats. This lake has amazing, amazing smallmouth bass fishery, as well as trout and kokanee salmon. Like I said, a series of dams up here. You have Salt Springs Reservoir. You have, just think about the dams in general. So Salt Springs Reservoir, there's other little dams that feed into it off the watershed. You have this dam here, Pardee, then you have another one down there, Comanche. Like I said, that is what you can see a glimmer of right here, Pardee. Yeah, I'm not sure what Ghost Lake is. Must be up by you, I'm assuming. But this lake is, like I said, it's not a huge lake, but man, it's not so much right now because it's had a lot of muddy water dumping into it, but man, it is normal. Like if you go in the spring or summer, you can easily see 30, 40 feet down. I mean, just crystal clear. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to steal a trash bin, but I mean, I guess so. It might be more along the lines of keeping people from doing stupid stuff. I mean, you already see, I mean, I can see someone threw a bottle here. There's a piece of trash over here. Someone threw another bottle over here. You know, some people do stupid stuff and trash the environment, which I'm not a fan of. But I could just see kids coming up here thinking they're having fun and just chuck these over the fence down towards the lake, spreading trash and everything all over. Yeah, I don't know, Sue. I mean, that's a good question, but they do. But there is restrictions. I don't remember the restrictions on it off the top of my head. It's I wonder if I captured that in my notes. Yeah, I don't recall exactly, but I think it's just regular boats. But there is, so over here, you're talking about intakes. So there's a massive steel pipe that actually leaves this and heads from here all the way to the Bay Area. Has many spots in between. I don't know the distance to the Bay Area from here as far as the length of the pipe, but it's a triple steel pipe. I know that. It crosses that. They call it the McCalmy Aqueduct. and it goes to several different storage facilities or reservoirs in the East Hills of San Francisco Bay Area, which supply the drinking water. So it's got several different things there, and like I said, used for hydrogeneration along the way. But just a beautiful day. Actually, there's those of you that know from my daughter at Christmas selling mistletoe, there's a bunch of mistletoe up in the tree here. But mistletoe basically is a parasite and will eventually kill that tree. It's taking all the energy, water, nutrients, stealing it from the yeah, we do have places like that here too, Scat, where we've got some lakes up here that there's absolutely zero motorized. You could take like electric trolling motor on it, but nothing gas, fuel powered, gas oil powered. A lot of canoeing, kayaking on those lakes, which is, I do have a canoe I use. Haven't been down on it this last summer, but I do enjoy it. Very relaxing. I've done some long canoe trips before too, like down the Colorado River, bordering California and Arizona. Looks like just a really beautiful day. All this rain starting to get all the winter grasses going. And soon these will die off, and then we'll have different grasses in the spring. And then by summertime, it's so dry, all this stuff will be brown. Request for close, Woody. Sorry. And actually another fun fact here, kind of thinking about it, so I mentioned kokanee salmon, but so with the dams that have come into play over the years, obviously some of the salmon that would normally run these rivers can't make it all the way up to the original spawning grounds, which would be way up there. Woody. But they've, you guys are cracking me up. But there's a fish hatchery below Comanche, Lake Comanche, which is down that way. And what they do is they gather the Chinook salmon. They'll gather a bunch of the Chinook salmon. Joe, how you doing, buddy? 4 months. Thanks for the resub. They gather the Chinook salmon and harvest the eggs in the hatchery. They raise them there with the water from the Macaulay River, then actually transport them in other locations to get released back in to the California Delta. California Delta is actually a very, very interesting place. So we've got a lot of major rivers coming into the Delta here in California, Northern California. This river here, the Macaulay River watershed, the Consumnes, the San Joaquin, the largest being the Sacramento River, which runs from the northern part of the state down to around the Sacramento area before it ends up into the Delta. And that's fed by just a plethora of other rivers, and definitely the largest river we have. You guys are killing me with all the song requests and random requests and stuff. Not gonna happen. Good job, Stream Elements. Good job. Oh, that reminds me, I meant to sub the bot before I left the house. I never did that. Because they're imprinted on the water, Sue. the scent of the water. So I don't remember the parts per million that salmon can detect, but it's like crazy. And so that water is distinct. So that the hatchery below the dam is fed from the water, from the river, and so those fish are imprinted on that that water, so that way they know where to go. Actually, I hear some quail, California quail, background. But salmon are an integral part of Northern California, as well as Washington and Oregon as well. Rain, good to see you. Those of you just joining, we're at Pardee Reservoir, just taking the sights today. This is a man-made reservoir for the purpose of water catchment for drinking water. And if there's any glitches with this thing, I'll restart if there is anything today. I don't know that there is going to be, but just saying. I gotta watch it because this Prism app does use a lot of memory because it's actually kind of saving this kind of recording as you go, just in case something happens. And no worries, Sue. Yeah, I enjoy a lot of nature stuff too. I mean, that's kind of one of the things I watch the most of. Stuff I can learn. Bunch of Canada geese down that way, I can hear them. Yeah, the view is phenomenal up here. I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, you know, if the roads aren't good going up the hill, what's a good place to go? I remember this one. Like I said, so you can, those of you on a PC or something could probably see, but here and here, there's snow on the top of the peak. Let's see if that helps you guys. Zoom in twice. So there's a, you know, the dam that's curved here, and you can see back here is a spillway. As like the crow flies, Joe, not very far. So those peaks, maybe as the crow flies, 30 miles, 40 miles tops. So not too far. But in 1997, we had some, so 96, we had just a massive amount of snow right before Christmas. Kind of laid waste to a lot of stuff up here. The day before, might have been the 30th of January, it started raining. We call it Pineapple Express, or atmospheric river coming in from the tropics south of Hawaii. And that basically caused all the snow to melt in I'll have to find that out, Woody. I really don't know. To answer your question, not that deep. I mean, it's a little deeper. Deepest spots over this way. But, I mean, it's a few hundred feet deep over here. Some of this other stuff's not so much. The canyon will be a little bit deeper because that's the original water shed of the river, path of the river. But with all that snow melting, basically it all melted in one day, and there was just massive amounts of snow, kind of like what I had last year. And that spillway over there was just, water was shooting out of that. I was actually came up here and looked at it. Water was just shooting out of here, probably a couple hundred yards, just the pressure coming off. Hopefully that answers your question, Sue. Pardee Reservoir. It's actually named for one of California's old governors. I don't remember what his, I know it was named after the governor, I just don't recall what. George Pardee, I think is what his name was. You're welcome. Yeah, but I did look up a few things. 300 feet deep, Edson? That's, did you look it up, I'm assuming? Which makes sense, because that's about what the size of the dam is, so in depth. I knew it wasn't too crazy deep. I've been on it plenty of times, but been up the river a ways. But all this area around here is a protected watershed, so it's restricted as far as in and out. I mean, you can graze cattle in there for keeping some of the grasses down and stuff for fire, but it's kind of closed off to people. But it has made a great wildlife sanctuary because of that. I mean, you saw the deer already in the stream a little bit ago walking around. The wild turkeys here are very abundant. A lot of waterfowl here in the winter. We have the ospreys all over, and if I see one flying around, I'll show you, but I'm kind of not in the best spot for that. Yeah, there was 3 of them. Desi, they were just right over here a little bit ago. A doe and 2 fawns, the yearlings. Which is about right, because it's pretty full. I mean, it's got some, I mean, full doesn't, you know, there's full and there's over full. So I mean, it's got some room to go. I knew that was coming. Hello. How are you?
Good. Beautiful day.
It's a gorgeous day. You'll also have some, periodically you'll see some bald eagles down here. I've seen a few of them in the wintertime. Quite a few bald eagles in the hills here in California, at least Northern California. Take that off the zoom a little bit. But the ospreys are really cool. They're like I said, birds of prey, and you'll see them. I mean, they just dive and get into a crazy. It's actually very beautiful, the shape they get into when they just plunge right into the water with their talons and grab trout or whatever fish happen to be there at the moment. I had my other phone up for chat, and somehow it disconnected. I can still see. Oh, on a map? Yeah, it's so on this side is Amador County. This side is Calaveras County. Thank you for that information, Adson. Oh, the outlook, yeah, the observation point, yeah. Down here is, you'll see some buildings. It's Camp Pardee. There was, they built some houses and some buildings there when they were for the construction of the dam back in the 20s. And so now they use those for different administrative buildings and such for East Bay mud. I'm Mewtwo. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, ospreys they're awesome. So we have I don't have one here. I'll take a picture and put it in my Discord. But we build a lot of nesting platforms, so they like to build nests on the power poles. So I don't know if you hear that chirping, but that's actually an osprey. I don't see it though. Oh yeah, I do. You guys won't be able to see it, but it's two of them circling right over there. But we build, so they like to build nests. You know, their nests, of course, are quite large in wood, and that's not exactly the best thing to get into power lines. So we build a lot of platforms off some of those where they start to nest. with a little platform and stuff to keep them safe first and foremost, and B, to prevent outages and such from happening when they drop sticks across the power lines. Every once in a while they still drop things across the power lines and cause problems, but New Year's been great for me. Hope it's been the same for you. I know this microphone's not the best, so you guys probably can't hear all the Canada geese that are to my north or to my left. Nice to see if I can get into this thing here. Yeah, it's not letting me. So on this phone, I have like literally about an inch. My viewing area is about that much on the phone for things, so I'm just trying to go back and look at what he posted in there. Yeah, Sue, bats are great for that. They eat a lot of mosquitoes. Another thing that eats a lot of mosquitoes is dragonflies. I can see some Canada geese down there flying just above the water. Yeah, they're really cool. I love watching them. I was up at that direction up high, but watching a bunch of them fish or hunt, however you want to say it, up at a lake at the high country, and just watching them dive. And there was a juvenile, so I mean, it was kind of learning to do it, and it took them about I watched them dive about 20 times before they finally were successful. Where the adult, whether it was the mother or the father, I don't know, but took them about 8 tries before they were successful with the fish. Like I said, we do see a lot of. I've seen a few of them down here in this area here, you know, bald eagles, but I see a lot more of those higher up in elevation, especially when I'm in the Blue Lakes area. A lot of them up there. That's Blue Lakes is sorry, that peak up there that I was pointing at. Sorry, I know when I stick my finger there it refocuses, so I apologize about that for you guys. More geese flying over here. Yeah, dragonflies are awesome. I mean, I've got the creek in my backyard, as most of you know, and so I obviously get a lot of mosquitoes, but tons and tons of dragonflies, and I'll sit there and watch them. They'll sit on the fences, they'll sit on the spikes or the stakes that I use to hold up the vegetables in the vegetable garden, and you'll see them just zoom up real quick and grab one or other bugs, and then get back on the stake. But bats, are great for that. Hey Brett, how you doing? Good to see you. Are you talking about bald eagles, Adson, or what are you talking about exactly? No, dragonflies are incredible. Oh, dragonflies. Gotcha, Adson. I was starting thinking. Oh, that is really cool. Really cool on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of the different birds of prey. I mean, I've always been intrigued with like the harpies and stuff like that. Just massive, massive birds. We also get a lot of shrieking soon. Well, we got a spray bottle for you then. We do get golden eagles on occasion here. Though the northeastern part of the state where I do go semi-frequently. I haven't gone the last 2 years. I do a lot of waterfowl hunting up there, but in the Klamath Basin, near Tule Lake National Wildlife Refuge or Klamath Lake Wildlife Refuge, there are a ton of eagles there in the winter. Golden eagles, bald eagles. It's just crazy how big those, you know, you think a bald eagle's big, then you have a golden eagle sitting next to it and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a crow and a raven sitting next to each other. Then I can't imagine some of these other birds. A raven. Yeah, golden eagles are really cool. A couple of us were talking about ravens yesterday. Well, that's cool. They have like radio collars on them, Anna. Scat, thanks for hopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, so there's in the waterfowl world, well, in the bird world in general. I mean, obviously, bird bands are very critical in helping track. Researchers track populations, flight paths, and so forth. But they've also been putting a lot of satellite tags on, and some other martial eagle yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, too. Really, really cool. And so I've killed many birds to eat. You know, I don't kill them just to kill them, but ducks to eat. You know, they have the bands on them. But I was with somebody who shot one that had a little transmitter on it, which was really, really cool. But we were able to track the path. You can actually see the whole flight path of that bird, where it's been everywhere. It was really, really, really interesting. No, we're not talking about eagles. I was talking about waterfowl, ducks. Quack, quack, ducks. No, you can't kill birds of prey in raptors in the United States. It's a felony. No, I'm not a fan of shooting anything just to shoot it, kill anything. Obviously, people sometimes need to eat, but as long as if somebody's getting something just and doesn't let it go to waste, I have no problem with that. That's right, Woody's around, Anna, so it rubs off on people. That's why there's a Woody's typing school for a reason. He just has to be in the proximity. Ten pages of Korean. Holy smokes. I don't know anything about Korean except for the food. Some of the Korean food is delicious. It is pretty here, Sue. That's why I wanted to come here. I was like, you know what? There should be some pretty good views here today. And as the lights changing a little bit too, as the sun's peeking through in different spots, lighting up the hills. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to see the snow peaks though on the way drive down here because of the way the clouds were, but the clouds are actually kind of breaking up a little bit, which is good. Been cloudy enough. Another raven. Yeah, it's very peaceful. I mean, besides the fact of the cars driving by on the road down there. Very, very peaceful. But if we were, there's another, well, you can drive over this bridge here, this curved one here, arched bridge. But there's also another little bridge dam that's this way, and you drive over that. But there's a lot of ospreys over there because the water's a little shallower on that side, and you get see a lot of the birds hunting over there. No, it is very peaceful. I don't know about the nap part. I mean, I guess you could. Just need something to lay on. I mean, you couldn't necessarily just lay on the ground here because you'd roll right into the lake. Because there's nothing flat here. I mean, from there all the way down, it's just a slope. But yeah, Joe, is very, very peaceful. I mean, just from here, I'm listening to the sounds of the different birds. You know, the geese, you hear the quail sometimes, hear the osprey, hear the ravens, of course the traffic. But you get people come up here and enjoy the views. And like I said, I have done a lot of fishing in this lake reservoir. So there's like some great smallmouth bass population here, as well as the trout, a lot of rainbow trout. Actually quite a lot of catfish as well. Several different species of catfish in here. Kokanee salmon. Kokanee are not as prolific. This gimbal's nice. I just sit here with my thumb and just move the camera all around. Well, there's benches. There are benches here. There's a couple benches. Or bring a little portable hammock. Stick a hammock out here. That'd be actually very nice. You want a blanket. It's a little chilly. Yeah, I've got a hammock with a stand. It's well, I've got several hammocks. I actually keep one in the truck, tied to trees, but I also have got one with a stand, so at the house, put that out and relax. Yeah, for Sue it might be. I just envision Sue getting in the hammock and just spinning around and around and around, getting trapped inside. That is a pretty place though, Sue. I've seen that before. Another large lake. It's actually, that lake's a lot larger than this one. Yeah, last year when we had the low snow, like I said, it came down to about a third of the way up, or 2/3 of the way down these little hills that are right up against the water. I mean, everything was just covered in white. It was gorgeous. I mean, I came literally right as it. I actually came this way because I had a detour because the way I was going from one of our office, which is over here, to this direction in Angels Camp, back to Jackson, and I couldn't get through. They closed the highway down. So I'd drive all the way around, come across the dam, and come this way. And I was like, you know, I'm going to pop up here and look, take a peek, because I knew it would be beautiful. And it was. It did not disappoint. The breeze is cold. There's this little island right here, well, it's an island now, or kind of a little bar. It's got a bunch of Canada geese on it as well right now. Doubt you can hear them. So how's everybody's days going so far? Depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, I wish I had a nice camera. What I've thought about doing is actually there's a little deal you can put over the camera right here, and so you could actually attach your camera or the phone to a spotting scope or binoculars. I've thought about that because you'd be able to really see pretty damn nicely that way. I may do that one of these days just for as an option. That would be way down the road. There's other priorities, but a phone scope would be pretty cool. That way you attach the phone to the eyepiece. Horror game. Yeah, it's last day of my 3-day weekend too, Joe. So we have Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the United States. Yeah, central air makes a huge difference, man. I'll tell you what, central heat and air is big. I can deal without the heat thing so much, but it is nice to have the air conditioning, especially if you're in humid climates. Good to see you guys are all doing well. ravens around today. I don't know if you can hear them clicking. Sorry, I was just sitting here taking in the view myself, so it's quite gorgeous. It's nice to be out and about, not having rain coming down. Maybe I'll look at something quite pretty. And even when I'm done streaming here, I might stream something else that I passed on the way by, if they're still there, or if it's still there. Well, I bet, Sue. I mean, there was a lot of birds on your porch in that little video you shared on Discord. They're probably loving it. Have something there. Like I said, it does help those birds and those small, or excuse me, with the heat. You get some energy in the winter when it's cold, freezing cold like that. I'm not always a big fan of bird feeders in some aspects. Because they're actually magnets. So I've actually seen, I had a place I lived, I actually took the bird feeder down because the birds would come in there, like especially the sparrows and some of the little finches. And then the hawks use that as hunting grounds because all the birds would be so distracted with the bird seed, and hawks would come in and get them. So I took their bird feeder down. But I do have, up here where I live now, I do have some out that I put out in the winter. I do put some seed out. Although there's not, as I mentioned earlier, all the small birds are pretty much gone. Oof, that's, yeah. I've had so many birds do that over the years, like hit a window or like a sliding glass door. Usually they just need time to recover. Good. Yeah, any amount of snow. Yeah, Rain, I agree with you. That would not be in the best. It'd be cool. It'd be all you'd be doing is be attracting the cats and the hawks like a buffet line. The bird feeders I have now are hung up in under the branches of some big trees. There's not really we have a lot of hawks up here, but we have so many other things for them to eat that it's not really an issue so far. And if it was, I'd yank them. But and most of the time, the dumb squirrels are trying to get into them anyways. Huh. Did you feed them kippers, Desi? Or some Marmite? That's like even, I know some of you may have seen like the Twitch channel. I know some of you are familiar with California Burbs. I'm actually surprised, I do watch that on occasion. I'm surprised there's not any, because where they are down there, there are a lot of birds of prey. Ooh. People climbing up the hill here on the bikes, on bicycles. But they're on a long grade. Marmite, yeah, it's they can explain it better, but it's a byproduct, I believe, of brewer's yeast. Kind of a UK version of Vegemite. And those in the UK don't bite my head off. But that's my best understanding of it. Yeah, Vegemite in Australia, Marmite in UK. And then when I read it is slightly different. Similar, but different. The sun's kind of gone behind the clouds and it's dropped to probably 10-15 degrees. Yeah, I think when I was reading up on it, Woody, I thought that there was still some brewer's yeast involved in Marmite too, but I might be mistaken. Like I said, I had to read up on it before. I have no idea what Bovril is. I'm guessing bovine. Bovril, however you pronounce that. Never heard of that one. Yeah, so, okay, so thanks for posting that in there. How you doing? I was watching you guys climb, I'm like, oop, I don't envy that. Little cyclists are coming up here taking a breather that we saw down there on the road. Sammy, how you doing, buddy? We're just sitting here enjoying the views at Pardee Reservoir. And if you guys give Sammy a shout out, please. Very talented pianist. He's got some sketchy mods though. You gotta watch those guys.
Look at you.
Doing good, Sammy. How are you doing today, buddy? Hope you had a good day of work. I'm assuming you worked.
Robert's an alien. Dang, man.
Yeah, well, it's a long incline there that they just went up, so that's I'm sure they need a breather. Ooh, chat's going fast. Let me go back to that.
Good job of walking.
Well, that's it, Sammy. You're banned. Thank you, buddy. Rain, that's the truth. They do. It's just their instinct. They can't. They can't help it. It's just their instincts. It's like cats are always bringing you little treasures too. Of lizards. Up here, they like to bring snakes, gophers, moles, voles. Oh, awesome. That's good. 157 followers. Let's go. Lizards are a big one though. Like I said, they bring lots of lizards. Nice moats there, Sammy. And I'm working on, hopefully soon, we'll start working on make some changes there as far as
good job, Miguel.
Some additional emotes. Anna, thank you very much for the gift sub to Sammy. Appreciate that.
Oh, okay. Now you don't have to go to work.
Are you going to send a picture to all of us?
I'll post it on
Let me move my stuff in case it goes. Just...
Like on the group?
How you doing?
Hi. Want me to take it? I like this guy. This one you in. You take our pictures.
I could.
I
could.
Good. My phone's not the best. I'll have him use my phone, but somebody else has a better phone.
So if you guys hang on a second, I'm going to take a group photo here for the cyclists.
Yeah.
One second. Let me just...
Just tap it every few seconds because it'll time out otherwise.
Thank you.
Right here. Come on in, guys.
Okay, come on, you time out on him.
Group it out. Go. Sam, I'm not showing you food.
No.
I'm not showing you food.
I'm trying to swallow so I don't have it in my cheeks. Yeah, I have peanut butter on my teeth.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank
you, sir.
We should give him a better phone. All right.
We're all breathing heavy.
One more. One more.
Oh, one more.
Here we go.
Okay.
See, the problem with that is now I have to choose which one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Appreciate it. I think I'll get my things too. How's Nick?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Good.
Nice looking group.
Lord.
Time I couldn't make it, and
This is my third time up here. But yeah, you've never had.
I'll have to go back and
with them, you showed up once, I think.
check the chat here. A second.
Since we started riding with you more,
Yeah.
I think he's only showed up once.
No, this is his third time.
No, with us.
Oh, when you were here.
Yeah.
That's
This is
coincidentally. You're talking about.
Hey, Rafter, good to see you, buddy.
You were busy doing holiday stuff, I guess.
well,
So let's see.
the next couple months now, right?
Got quite a few countries in here now. So we've got, let's see, Netherlands, France, UK.
He doesn't want to take it. He doesn't.
Yeah, we're looking for the Loch Ness Monster here. Now, we're at Pardee Reservoir. It's a man-made reservoir. Kind of talked about some of the stats earlier at the dam here. Coming down the McCallum River watershed.
So does Debbie.
You have McCallum Peak
Debbie doesn't want.
up there, which you can kind of see.
Yeah.
She may be more of one of getting people because she just paying taxes for someone.
Yeah.
She may be more of someone that she won't do it because she can't solve.
And we had Canada here. We have the U.S. of course, and somewhere Africa.
Does anybody want to stop at Buena Vista or the Blues?
was a osprey. I could hear over here somewhere. I just don't see it. I'm suspecting it's lower with the vegetation in the background. I'm able to see it. Could be flying over that canyon there. Like I said, and it's the McCalmy River. That's Mokeelumne.
You mean clients or employees? Okay.
Which is the same as that peak that's up there, McCalmy Peak, this watershed.
Yeah, everything's online, and I just have everybody DocuSign everything.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in there. Be happy to try to answer them best I can.
Oh man, that was a good plan.
Like I said, just
So
wanted
hey, you got
to get out
cars all
today
over
and
because of your connection
take
to
advantage of the
military? Is that
lack of
why
rain
so many people?
and get some sights in. Let's see it from here. Actually, you can. I think you can see this. Let me spin around. So I don't know if you can see just at the base here, right there, and I'll get out. But it looks like there's one, but that's actually the Rancho Seco nuclear power plant, which is decommissioned, but you can see the towers there. Those are quite a ways away from me, actually, but they're monstrous, of course, so they look pretty big. Boop! Hello, Boop. It's darker than it looks in the camera, or it's lighter than it looks in the camera, Joe. It's really not that dark here, and it's not supposed to. Doesn't mean it won't, but I guess it's a possibility. But Boop, we're at Pardee Reservoir, one of the reservoirs here. Just taking the sights, scenery, and you'll appreciate this probably. So I don't know if you can see right up here, you'll be able to see the snow-capped peaks. You have McCalmy Peak there on the left. That's the primary thing right there, Sammy. I use it a lot for a whole lot of wood in it and different things. Straw for the chicken, you know, just different things. So yeah, it's fitting for me. I mean, it's a tool. It's really is a tool. Between fishing and everything else I do, it's just great. Also have a little Subaru that is fantastic for the snow and stuff as well. I mean, this truck does great in the snow too, but I didn't know there was any other vehicles besides that, Sammy. Rural, definitely rural America, definitely, yeah, America. But I mean, because like I said, it's a tool. You know, you're hauling wood in it, you're hauling hay, straw, you name it. They definitely get full. Bed's full of stuff all the time. The end. Cyclists are getting on there. Got their breath again and heading on their way. I'm glad I was here to be able to help them out with it. Yeah, I have a Forester, Sue, and love it to death. It's a fantastic car. Like I said, just phenomenal in the snow, ice. Because not everywhere you want to go do you want to drive a truck. But I drive this back and forth to the office, and mostly just for like if I need to haul things anymore.
off the bat on him if he's looking at a map.
Of course, my daughter likes the Subaru because it's got all the fancy bells and whistles, being a newer car. I mean, this one did have them all, and it still is actually not bad, but that car does so much, it's crazy. Oops. Just trying to look here. Well, that's good, Nanny. Snow is all right. Stress the first syllable of what? Yeah, I'm kind of glad we don't have any snow here at the moment. It's who knows? All the different pronunciations, the different countries, languages. That's how they pronounce it on the commercials here, so the advertisements. But I'm very, 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 very grateful that there really hasn't been any snow this year. Last year just kind of was so horrible. Left a bad taste having to work so much. Now I'm back to the point to myself now. I don't even want to know how many white days we had last year here. It was insane. There was so many days of snow. It just wouldn't stop snowing, and snowing in really low elevations where it normally doesn't snow. Well, I shouldn't say normally. Not as much as it did last year, and the quantities that we had, it was just ridiculous. Like I say, even where I'm at here, I mean, like I said, I was mentioning earlier, the snow was about a third of the way above the water there was a snow line. Yes, Nanny, he's a flatlander also. We had more. You don't have enough fingers and toes to count how many days we had last year. It was crazy. We probably had of days where it snowed and stuck 30 plus days easily. It was insane. I do not miss that. I can grab my coffee. Just sit on the bench here and have a drink of coffee. Boop, are you still there? Sorry, let me get above that fence. Didn't realize I was pointing at the fence while I was drinking coffee. Apologize. Yeah, didn't you say you were going to go to Alberta or British Columbia, right, Nanny? Yeah, that should be fun. I mean, I love Alberta. It's very beautiful, especially western Alberta. You get up in the Rocky Mountains, it's some gorgeous country. I mean, I spent a lot of time in eastern Alberta, waterfowl hunting over the years. But you get up around Lake Louise, Banff. It's just some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous country up there. Another national park. So in the United States, they have Glacier National Park, which is in Montana. That butts right up against Alberta, and that is on the other side of that, the Canadian side of that is Waterton National Park, which is a really beautiful place. But the last time I was there in the park, saw quite a few grizzly bears up on the hills. It was pretty cool. Glacier National Park, in my opinion, is probably the most beautiful national park in the United States. Just absolutely stunning. And is also home to a geological wonder in itself. So they have the triple divide. So they have what's called. So Boop, I don't know if you looked at your name, but I gave a couple of you guys some special things for the project we're working on. So hope you enjoy your little diamond. The bears are cool. I love bears. But since we're talking about watersheds a little bit earlier, so you have United States, you have what's called the Continental Divide. So everything that falls on the west side of that flows off to the Pacific Ocean. Everything that falls on the east side goes off to the Atlantic Ocean or Gulf of Mexico. The Glacier National Park has a mountain. It's called Triple Divide Peak. It's the only spot in the world where water actually flows in 3 directions. So one cloud dropping rain on that mountain, you'll have water running off to the Pacific, the Atlantic, and also the Arctic Oceans. But Glacier National Park, if any of you ever get a chance to visit that park, I mean, it is just next level. You have the going to the road, going to the Sun Road. Just the water, the lakes, the geology, the views, the wildflowers is just absolutely stunning. But the Lake Louise area of Alberta, that lake is just gorgeous, gorgeous. Like I said, Banff is I mean, they're both postcard cities. Not cities. Banff is obviously a town, but postcard, place you'd be on a postcard. The Lake Louise, the clarity, just the beauty there is phenomenal. So I hope you do make it there, or the Banff area. British Columbia is very pretty as well. One of the spots I really like is Vancouver Island. A little temperate climate. You have Buckhart Gardens there. Victoria, British Columbia. Very beautiful. I will say I've been very fortunate to do a lot of traveling in my time, and it's been amazing. Whoops. Sorry. Just try to spin around and hit the button the wrong way. So what's some of the favorite places you guys have been? Chat, I mean, if you could go back to one spot you've been to, where would that be? Cancun? Have you been there before, Sammy? Thanks, Edson. Mexico. Been there twice. I'll be anywhere though. It'll top it for a long time for me. Yeah, I've not been to Cancun, so I actually want to go over to Cozumel, just across the way there. It's just for the diving. There's some great diving there, drift diving with the currents. I do love the Caribbean. I've been to the Caribbean quite a bunch. And just enjoy it thoroughly. I mean, I really everywhere I've gone, there's not any place I haven't gone that I wouldn't like to go again. Yeah, Nani, that's understandable. That would be really cool. And that's kind of the same reason why I won't go to Russia again until there's some things change there. I'm not gonna get into politics, but they almost 5 weeks I was in Russia was just, back then it was obviously the Soviet Union still. I just turned 18, traveled. That was actually pretty cool. It's like, some of you may have heard this before, but on the day, my father had taken me to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for a deep sea fishing trip after graduating high school. Teeny, welcome in. Good to see you. If you guys give a shout out to Teeny. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. Very, very, very talented. Adson, will you whack that bot, please? Very, very talented ASMR artist. Thanks, I appreciate that. How did you find me by chance? Instagram? I'm just curious how people find me. Yeah, that was actually the first time I posted there, and then someone told me later that the audio came out weird. I was using one of Frank's tracks that were on Instagram already for the music, and then somebody told me that it came out weird, the music. But thanks, Joe, I appreciate it. But make sure you give a shout out, please, if you guys haven't already. I'm kind of missing here. Another bot kind of came in there. And thank you for the follow. And then make sure you give a shout out to Teeny, please. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, it's a reservoir. We were actually just talking about Mexico as well just a minute ago. But we were at Pardee Reservoir here in the Northern California. Just kind of wanted to take advantage of the beautiful day we had and lack of rain. Get out and just show the views. Where I wanted to go, thank you, Adson, appreciate that. Where I wanted to go was up over the hill, over the mountains. Gosh dang it, sorry, I'm clicking the buttons wrong here. So those of you just joining, you can see some snow peaks up here. This is McCallum Peak. I'm not sure what the other one is there in the background, but I was gonna go over the hill and on the backside and then it's kind of stream from over there because there is some snow in the valley on the backside of the Sierras, and I opted not to. Just because the road conditions are still pretty bad, so I didn't want to get up there. And with the 3-day holiday, there might be a lot of people traveling and get a lot of people that are, yeah, they really are gorgeous. That's why I wanted to share that. Nani, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, because it's 11 o'clock there, I believe, in Netherlands. Take care, Sammy. Appreciate it, buddy. Okay, tomorrow. All right. I'll have to look at my work schedule and see what I got going on tomorrow, but hopefully it doesn't interfere with that. Work likes to get in the way of things. But we're on the McCalmy River watershed. Some people might call it catchment, depending on where you are in the world. But like I said, all the rain, all the rivers and everything come from there, just fall down this McCalmy River, go through one dam upstream of here is, where'd that go? Come on, focus. Where'd they get out of focus? There we go. I think my fingers did something there, just trying to focus on the clouds. You have Salt Springs Reservoir, which has a dam at a very high altitude. You have the McCalmy River coming down. You have the Pardee Reservoir with the dam here. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear the osprey in the background singing, chirping. And then you have the McCalmy River here again, which runs down into, which you can kind of see the glare, this reflection. That's the Comanche Reservoir. Comanche Reservoir is the last reservoir before this flows into the California Delta, which then flows into the ocean out of the San Francisco Bay underneath the Golden Gate. So it's kind of where we are in a nutshell. Hey JF, good to see you. Yeah, you can't talk about dinner and not bring something for everybody. But our friend Hughes is a violinist from Mexico. Some of you may know that already, that have obviously a friend of Marcelo's, my living room, and did the wonderful collab with Marcelo recently, which I still need to repost that video. I keep forgetting to do that on Instagram of the collaboration. Fee, good to see you. Fee also streams, also mod for several people. I was in stream lurking last night or this morning, I can't remember when that was, but you have the water and the waves there in the background. Let's kind of see that. Then you had the little poem book with the, I can't remember what was on the front of it, but had some like underwater scene character. Yeah, I don't think I have a hug command here. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, and I saw you on later and I was like, man, I really hope you went to bed. Got some sleep. But we're all bad about that. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Hey brother, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that, Sorrowfade. Appreciate it. For those of you kind of just joining, I know some of you have been here before, there's a few of you new in here. Whoa. Max, thank you very much for the raid, buddy. And Mr. Piano Man Official, Max, welcome in, Raiders. But obviously Max is a very talented pianist as well. Have a lot of pianists in here today. Make sure you go follow Max. And obviously some of you may have seen Max also, not only from his streams, but also with JMO piano. Max does a lot of stuff as well on TikTok, which is, if I recall, is where you and JMO connected, is that, if I recall, Max? But if you're not following Max, make sure you give him a follow. Like I said, it's we're kind of all over the place on who we got in the stream here today, which is great. Yeah, Bruce Seuss, you'll like him. He's really very, very talented, very exceptional in live learns, and just piano in general. We have a lot of fun. He's a great dog, Chewy. Yeah. Then you ought to enjoy this here, Sorrow Fade. Yeah, I was ignoring Huma's song requests. Huma likes to troll me, which is good though. Huma's a great guy. Great friend of the channel. Just a great friend in general. Yeah, it really is, Fee, and that's why I wanted to come here. I mean, I knew exactly where I was coming today when I realized I couldn't get over the hill to get where I was going to go to have a different view. Yeah, I do not sing, especially with having a Marcelo sings that, actually, Fly Me to the Moon. That's Marcelo's My Living Room that we're talking about. The especially with still having there's no way I could sing anyways with this. I'm still getting over this stupid flu thing, which kind of turned into bronchitis. Yeah, so I still have a kind of I can feel it in my, I've had to clear my throat several times here, but still getting a stupid cough and everything. Been trying to drink, I'm a big fan of mullein tea. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but for respiratory. And actually, I have Mikey B to thank for that. Mikey B, when I had, I think it was COVID last year, recommended I drink that, and holy smokes, did it make a difference. So I've been trying to drink that lately. Resus, yeah, this is so it is very, very, very clean, very clear. It's a little, doesn't have the clarity it normally does, just because we had all the rain, and so the water comes in up here on the McCallum River. You can kind of, I don't think the view is good enough, but I can see the bottom from here through there. I mean, pretty good. But in the summertime, summertime, you can easily see 30-40 feet. Yeah, it is right now. I mean, there's a gentle ripple. Thank God there's not much wind right now. Otherwise, I'd be freezing because I'm on top of a big knob. So that wind would be coming up. Yes, not right here because there's fences and stuff, but there is a recreational area over on the corner here. That tree's kind of in the way, you can't see, where they have a boat launch and stuff like that. They do close the lake off, or the reservoir off, for during the winter months, just because there's not enough traffic, to warrant people being there to kind of watch things. They do have an RV park where people, some of the snowbirds and such, will come down, get out of the snow to come down here and hang out. But there's many spots where you can come, get down here and fish if you wish, and so forth. So this is all this property is the property of East Bay Municipal Utility District, or East Bay MUD, as it's called. They have a protected watershed basically all around it, so you can only get so close to the shore all around. But it's created a great wildlife sanctuary. Lots of deer in here, turkeys. As far as that goes, there's we actually had some deer on the hill when I first started the stream. Some deer came and walked across. Sniper, hey buddy, thank you, I appreciate it, and thanks for the follow last night. I saw you followed me, and after I raided Gabe's studio, thank you. And but it's really, really cool. I mean, there's a lot of osprey here, which I can hear, which you guys probably can't, but I can hear them in the background frequently. Osprey are a bird of prey that primarily feed via hunting, and they basically dive down into the water, snatch their prey, fish in this case. Really, really cool to watch them do that. Actually, a bunch of little sparrows in the top of that tree there. Let me get back on this thing where I can see the chat. Kind of getting behind on the chat here. Elms, good to see you. What do you think you for gifting us up to Elms? Awesome, 161 followers. That's awesome. Thank you everybody who's followed. Appreciate that. Sorry I'm not catching up on all that stuff. So on the phone, so I'm holding the phone in a gimbal, so it has a pretty much steady. I've got a screen, my chat screen's about an inch of chat. I actually have a second phone that I'm trying to watch here, and I don't always catch things. So I appreciate, if I miss something, I apologize for missing that. Let me look at activity feed to make sure I see what's going on here. So Elms, thank you for the follow. Luxurious Gravy, hey, good to see you. Thank you for the follow. So get back into that. So this IRL streaming sometimes is a challenge, just because I don't have all that. No problem, Woody. Thank you. I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Elms. I think everybody's getting over being sick recently. I know Frank Tedesco was talking, well, there's a, I don't know if you can see that bird that just flew by. Let's see if it flies by, but that's, let's see if it keeps going. So I don't know if you guys can tell what that is. What is very large, has a white head and a white tail, and is a bird of prey? So we just had the presence of a bald eagle fly by. Which is really, really cool. Didn't expect that, even though I did mention earlier that we do have them. And actually right down there, flying, there's an osprey right there. Let's see if it comes around this way. I did not expect to see the bald eagle, even though I know they're here. And no idea where that osprey went. Team, thank you very much for hopping in. I really appreciate it, and the follow and such. Enjoy your studying. Here are the geese. Sun's actually starting to pop back out again, which is nice. It warmed up about another 10 degrees. We're gonna mock you anyways, JF. It's no big deal. So we were at Pardee Reservoir, Sniper. We were on the McCalmy River watershed. We were in Northern California, of course, where I live. So the Sierra Nevada range is what you see in front of you. Actually more of the foothills of the Sierra Nevada range. You have straight up here in the middle there. I'll get all that, but you can see that. Let it refocus here. That's McCalmy Peak. But we are, so Lake Tahoe would be right over this direction. So from my house to Lake Tahoe is about an hour, 10 minutes or so. Some geese down there flying over the lake, if you can see them here in the middle. Hear an osprey somewhere that direction. Oma, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it, sir. Fee, thank you for the bits. Oh, you guys generated a hype train. Thank you. So the, yeah, it's really gorgeous scenery here, and I like coming up here. I come up here every so often just to take in the views because it's beautiful. And thank you guys for triggering the hype train. I appreciate that. JF, that's very wrong. There'll be no singing here. Yeah, Reno is, so I don't know how familiar you are, but I'm off of Highway 88 and Highway 49 in California. That's, so Highway 49 follows the California Mother Lode, and Highway 88 starts in Stockton, California, and goes over the mountains and basically pops out in the Minden Valley. I don't know about that yet, Elms. And then from there, I just just follow up and get on 395 and pop up into Reno. Reno's not that far from here either. About 2 hours and 20 minutes or so from my door to downtown Reno. But what I really do like is how the sun has been coming out and through the clouds and changing just to the shadows on the hills, the lighting. It's made for some pretty beautiful scenery. But I went down an elevation today to come down here from where I normally live. You're most welcome, P. That right there, which is Butte Mountain. Sorry, I just keep doing that to refocus. My finger likes to make it get weird focus. Is about the elevation I live. I mean, obviously I don't live on top of that mountain. But it's just a very abnormal little hill that pops out of nowhere, goes straight up. Has one house at the top of it and the massive communications tower. Water, JF, it's water. And so this is a primary water source for a lot of the East Bay, San Francisco Bay Area, East Bay. It is used, there is a dam here, right there. And at the bottom of that, there is hydroelectric as well. And that feeds, then you have, so you have the dam, the main dam here, you have the spillway in the back there, which spills off into the overflow, spills off into the McCallum River Canyon there. In 1997, New Year's Day 97, out of that spillway that's kind of behind the arch, the curved dam there, water was shooting off of that. You can actually see I don't know if you can see the erosion on this hill over here. So water was shooting from there all the way over across, just because of all the water coming down. I mean, it was just crazy amount of water. Yeah, I go to Lake Tahoe quite a bit. I've actually streamed from there, Sniper. I actually also have a video I still need to do. So what I'm working for is I'm slowly working on getting some stuff so I can stream from the house, from the PC. I got all the computer stuff and all that, but ordering microphone. I already have a camera, soon to be a green screen. I have a light that'll work in the short term. Then I'll get some other better lighting. Then I'm going to show some videos that I've taken. So one of the streams I've intended to, or places I intended to stream from, was the Kokanee Salmon Run on Taylor Creek, which the kokanee salmon were coming out of Lake Tahoe and spawning up into the creek. So thousands and thousands and thousands of these little salmon in there. So because the stream was crashing, there was just not enough signal there to broadcast a signal. So I walked the whole loop and filmed it on my phone. And so I want to show that on stream from my house one night. But I also have, I mean, I've got so much diving, scuba diving footage, pictures, videos, things like that I'd love to share as well. So I'm working towards that. And then I won't be so dependent on the weather, because the weather has kind of kept me from doing a lot of the streaming I've been wanting to do. So right there we've got some turkey vultures flying around up here. So getting all kinds of birds today. As long as we don't have like an Alfred Hitchcock kind of bird scenario going on here. Yeah, no, these are turkey vultures, versus. We did see, like I said, I did see the one bald eagle here a little bit ago. There's been a lot of ospreys flying around, which there are a lot of them here at this reservoir. But the vultures, you'll get them, they just sit there and ride the currents until they pick up a scent of something dead. They do play an integral part of hold on, I'm missing something obviously in chat here. I guess I missed I don't understand the jury part of that, Sniper. I guess I missed something. There is a bald eagle flying around.
You did see it?
Yeah, it came right here this morning, or 10 minutes ago.
There's two.
It just came across right here. And of course the ospreys are all over.
Two down there on the trees out by the point there.
Mm-hmm.
One on one side, one on the other side, and this youngster, not youngster, it's just 3 going on 4 years old, was right at the dam on that side.
Oh, that's cool. Mind if I show that on this thing here?
Sure.
So I'm actually, what I'm doing is I'm live streaming. So we've got people from actually all over the world here on different countries. So
Okay.
There's a photographer that came up here next to me. She got a picture of a juvenile.
This would be a 3rd year. Oops, sorry. Let's see if we can get a better one, closer one. Yeah.
Let's see if I can block that glare there.
How's that?
There we go. Perfect. So she was able to get a picture of she had the 3-year-old eagle. No, yeah, it's a phenomenal camera.
Raven.
Yep. You guys probably hear the raven over here.
One that went by here might be down here.
Yeah, well, I saw it fly off this direction, so I'm not sure where it went exactly. I mean, it might be the ones you're talking about there, but it's definitely mature, full white plumage. Yeah, I think you're right, Versus. I can see in the top of the tree over there. So you guys can't see, is the top of that tree right there, on the right side of it, is a bald eagle. Beautiful. Hey, Bilbo, good to see you. Thank you for sharing that. I am so far behind on chat. Sorry, I'm just trying to read some of this chat, try and catch up on chat a little bit here. Sarofate, thank you for gifting the sub to Bilbo. An amazing pianist in her own right. Doesn't stream yet. We're working on it. Hopefully Bilbo someday. Let's go back in chat. So Adrian Ogp, welcome in. Just kind of scrolling backwards. Thank you, Bilbo. Yeah, no, it's been awesome. All the people, all the talent starting to stream, getting out there. So we're definitely very diverse in the who's here now as far as countries represented. Let me just think at the top of my head here. So we've had somewhere in Africa, Slovakia, Canada, France, Netherlands, UK, US. Oh, Perseus, those are like delicious. Lemon bars are awesome. That is where you are, right, Bilbo? Or am I like mistaken? Am I like totally messed up my head? So we were all over the world. So it's awesome seeing that, love seeing that we have that here. In Mexico, we don't have lemon bars. Yeah, probably not. They are obviously a dessert type item, but they are very, very delicious. I'm not really that big on sweets. I mean, don't get me wrong, I eat sweets, but it's not like I go for savory almost every time. But lemon bars are like the one thing that I crave every once in a while. Different parrots. Are they, I mean, because I know parrots aren't native to Southern California. I mean, I lived there for a long time. So are they just like parrots have been cockatiels and different birds that have been released from people? Yeah, lemon bars really are delicious. And Boop the Snoot actually made that emote for me. And we're working on some other emotes here shortly and some other things. Had some great suggestions, great ideas come across. And I just lost the signal on my other phone for whatever reason, so I can't see that. But well, there we go. But a couple of us are working on some ideas to get for some emotes and some other theming and such. So I appreciate that. People that are helping with that, and I'm not going to go into all that right now. We'll reveal that in due time. Yeah, I figured it must be Huma. I mean, it's unfortunate that people do that, but I mean, I guess it is easy for a bird to escape. I mean, I've even seen up here someone's parakeet one day, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Because obviously they're not native to here. All right, now that the sun's really coming out, it's getting really pretty. Sam's a violin stream soon. Well, we got 2 violinists here. Marcelo, good to see you. And if you're not following my living room, Marcelo, what are you doing with yourself? Obviously, I know a lot of you know who he is, but very, very talented pianist, a great friend, and who is getting ready to start his vacation for a week. But make sure you give Marcelo a follow if you haven't already, seriously. I know a lot of you are already following him or in his streams, but really just probably one of the kindest souls on Twitch. And then you throw the talent in there. Yeah, we are at a reservoir, a man-made reservoir called Pardee Reservoir, and just want to come out and enjoy the beautiful. Welcome back, Anna. Warms up anymore, I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt, my hoodie. But the sun will go behind the clouds again. I don't want to do that. Well, when it's raining, there's no mosquitoes. Keep that in mind. So, but I don't want that to mess up your vacation. So if it doesn't rain too much. So quite a few ducks out on the different waterfowl out there. You can see the ripples in the water. I don't know if you can see them or not, but it is right now. It's like glass. I mean, the little bit of wind. There's a little bit of wind up here and there, but down looking at the tiny bit of ripple that it did exist is gone. Front of a green screen. Yeah, I don't have one yet. Flip this around. So there we go. Any chickens? No chickens. We can have we do the chicken song. We got Marcelo here. He can sing it for us, although we wouldn't hear it. Just trying to get a little better spot here. Yeah, I've got chickens in my house, but I don't have them with me here. But I do love the chickens. They are a lot of fun. You know, I was looking at that. I did see. I know you keep saying that, and Huma's even said that too. But I was looking at a harness, so it wouldn't be that hard to do that. Oh, it's beautiful, Desi. I mean, it's the clouds are kind of breaking up a little bit, which is good. Letting a lot more sunlight come through. Yeah, the for fun is a lot of fun with the Jaws theme. I almost set my phone somewhere. If it would have fell, it would have been a nightmare. I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm gonna sit down for a second though. Yeah, if you haven't already, please join the Discord. I do post in there. It is growing. I don't know how many, about 55 members or so, but I do post in there about where we're going. Also, we post a lot of historical stuff in there about places I've been to. We'll post some facts in there. Just information about the different things. Dat cord, yeah. Buck, 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 buck. There we go. No, what I said was I would actually do the chicken dance someday. I would actually do the dance, but that's gonna be a while. 52 members, okay. I couldn't remember how many were in there. I was thinking it might be more than that, but didn't recall. So a lot of traffic out today. I think people are out just driving around enjoying things, the vacation of the holiday today. Yeah, I'm gonna flip this back around. It's just too beautiful. You don't need to look at me. Yeah, it's just like glass. So gorgeous. You know, this is probably actually the first Martin Luther King Jr. Day that I've actually been able to not work in, I bet, over a decade. Because normally it's really stormy. So it was very nice having a place, having some time off. I actually got New Year's off, which was a surprise because that never happens either. Because usually right after Christmas is when all the storms start rolling in. And luckily we haven't had any storms of any significance, which is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, could be. It's definitely beautiful. Nice to know is Bob. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Woody finally knows who Bob Ross is, even though he's gonna joke, but I know he got a lot of bad time about that. There's your happy little clouds and your snowy peaks in the background. Thank you, Fee. But mostly what I do for streaming, just kind of a recap. I've done a bunch of you kind of coming in and going, but I do a lot. Most everything I've done so far has been just like this, out and about. But I've do a lot of walking tours and show some historical things. I am, dang it, no tacos, ban. Get the ban hammer. With the, I'm blessed to live in an area with a lot of history. So I've shown a lot of stuff, some of the mining history we have up here, as well as other history we have just in from the gold rush on. Gold rush obviously shaped California, brought a massive influx of, all right, somebody needs to ban Woody. No tacos, oh my gosh. But without the gold rush, California wouldn't have become what it was so quickly. Obviously, it's called the Golden State. Have the Knights Foundry in Cedar Creek, which we've kind of shown a little bit about that. When they do open that back up for tours, I will stream that. We'll do a tour in there. If there's no signal or they won't let me do it, I'm going to record it, and then I can show that on stream. Knights Foundry is the last hydro-powered foundry in the United States. But there are a lot of firsts around where I'm, Jeff. We've got the first Serbian Orthodox Church in the Western Hemisphere, as well as the U.S., near where I am. Homa, that cracks me up. What was I else going to say? We've shown the Kennedy tailing wheels, massive tailing wheels used to help get rid of the tailings from the Kennedy mine there in Jackson. We've done some parades, just done some walking tours, the historical towns. This, of course, all started off when I was in Honduras, Roatan, Honduras. Just wanted to share what I was seeing from the diving boat. Thanks, Adson. I just wanted to show it, kind of just to show, and then I had no intention of streaming. In fact, I struggled to even literally, I know some of you heard this before, but I probably filmed what I did for Frank's birthday video 100 times before I submitted it. Just hate being on. Pineapple on tacos are fine, especially fish tacos. I'm okay with that, like in a little chutney or a relish or a salsa. Just not on pizza. Let's see what else, and then just a lot of the history. And so I want to show a lot of the stuff we have and the scenery. So like I said, I'm very fortunate to live in an area which is, oh, so you just like to troll me for that. Okay. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Oh yeah, I could go for some Nouvelle Bianchi. The area I live in, like I said, is just gorgeous, as you can see. I'm in a very rural point. I'm still in one of the least populated counties, and well, that's changing all the time, but still in one of the least populated counties in the state of California. And oh, Marcelo, oh my gosh. I do like fish tacos are probably my favorite. I mean, probably because they're the healthiest. I do eat a lot of fish. Fish is just, I don't know, I just love fish. All types. But fish tacos are just so good. So simple to make and so good. But it's taken me a long time to be able to get where I'm comfortable even being on camera. Yeah, it's just, the reflection is gorgeous. Yeah, I have them at least that Huma. I probably make them twice, maybe 3 times a week. Just because like I said, they're easy to make, they're fast, they're delicious, and they're relatively good for you. Yeah, it's just so beautiful out here right now. Tacos are great anytime food, but especially in the summertime. Especially if you have, you know, fish tacos are really, really good, especially in the summer. They're very light, not as heavy as something that might be fried or greasy or cooked down, like some of the meat products would be, or even chicken, depending on how you're doing that. All right, Jeff, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I make a lot of ceviche as well, with the different white fishes. I prefer yellowtail, like yellowfin tuna, even some rockfish. No worries, Woody. I know it's late for you guys on the other side of the pond. I just appreciate all you guys that have been able to pop in here, and appreciate all you guys that have stayed after the raid too. It means a lot. Oops. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back into where it was. I clicked myself out of. There we go. Sorry, I clicked myself out of the promo code. Thank you for the follow. I just saw that. Thank you. Yeah, were you in Max's? Max rated me. So we are at Pardee Reservoir. We're in the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas here in Northern California. Just enjoying the view, the wildlife. Sierra Gorda. I'll have to try to look that up later to see where that is. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, NorCal really is beautiful. I mean, it really is. There's a lot of beautiful things here. California, just in general, so diverse in what it has to offer. I mean, you got the tallest peak in the continental 48, lower 48 here, Mount Whitney. You've got the lowest point in the United States as well, Death Valley. We've got beaches. I mean, everybody thinks of, I get that a lot. People make comments about, everybody thinks that California is palm trees and beaches. It's not, it's far from that. Yeah, highest peak, Mount Whitney, exactly, Huma. And that's on the backside of the Sierra Nevadas. Like I said, we've got mountains, we've got deserts, we've got coastal, we got inland valleys, Oak Hills, Lost Coast. Yeah, it's beautiful up there. It really is, Promo. I was up in the, I was in Point Arena back in, what was that, June, and you know, was up and down the coast there because I was up there for several days in the Fort Bragg area, Mendocino. Rafter, thank you, buddy. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks, Fee, for popping that in there. Yeah, high deserts, a lot of high deserts. So we have high deserts in Southern California and Northern California as well, and the Eastern Sierras, or the eastern side of the Sierras, a lot of high deserts. My grandparents lived in the high desert in Southern California for a while. Just a lot of history in general here, and a lot of things to see in this great state. You have the redwoods. Actually, Calaveras Redwood State Park is off this way. Get the focus back. Yeah, it's where Sarofate is, all his pictures, it is definitely flat. At least in the southern, at least in the part of the province he's at. Some of Alberta's that way as well. Yeah, it's hard to walk away from this, Anna. It's just such a beautiful. Okay, Sarfade, I'll look at it when I'm done here. Yeah, flat, I don't even know the meaning of flat, as you guys can see. I mean, well, even in the, and we do have, I know it's not the best view because of the sun, but here in the Central Valley, I mean, you can't see it because of the clouds and stuff, but you got some flat out there, but then you have the other coastal range over there. So California's got flat, but it's not where I'm at, there's not a lot of it. It's down the Central Valley, there's some, but it's not like a very much of it. Almost no matter where you are, you can see mountains. I'm gonna do this. Let me take, because I haven't checked this in a while, I'm gonna take this phone off the gimbal for a minute. Plug in the battery back up. I just don't know how much battery's left. Because in this app, Prism app, I don't see the battery indicator. I would hate for it to die and not even know. Depends on where you are in Nevada. I mean, because not all of Nevada is flat. I mean, Nevada gets a bad rap, worse than it should, really. I've always liked the areas around, you know, you think it's flat and you go, but even then it's still got some varying terrain. But around Elko, south of Elko, you got the Ruby Mountains. Yeah, prism, exactly. Sorry, I'm just getting my charging stuff out. This might shake for a second, so I apologize. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pull it off the gimbal. Okay, there we go. Now I'm getting power. Okay, let me stand back up here. Turn off the gimbal. Drink a coffee. I no problem. I couldn't help. I had to sit down on the bench to do all that stuff. We've got so many hands. So it'll be a little more shakier. I apologize. So I'll try to keep it still as possible. I know it's gonna be hard to do. Actually, let me do this too. Let me take the zoom off what it's at. That will help. Yeah, I like going over. I do spend a lot of time exploring the east side of the Sierra Nevadas, and even into Nevada quite a bit. Marcel, take care, buddy. If I don't talk to you, have a great vacation. Hope you enjoy your week. Yeah, when I've waterfowl hunted in like the -20s and stuff like that up in the Klamath area years ago, we went on a goose hunt, but it was the same thing. Sorrow fade. It was so we had the hot coffee and thermoses, and the second literally the second a drop got on the outside of it, it was frozen solid. And obviously you're a lot colder. And I was talking about Fahrenheit, not Celsius, but that's what I gotta do someday, is go up to one of these wildlife refuges and just do some filming. A lot of great waterfowl right now in the Central Valley, around the Sutter Buttes. Do a loop on Sacramento National Wildlife Refuge or Delavan. Let you guys really put you guys in the mix of tens of thousands of snow geese. Here are the cows on the other side of the lake over there, reservoir. I know this isn't as smooth as with the gimbal, but with the power cord in there, it really throws off the balance of the gimbal, so I have to take that off. Otherwise it hangs kind of funny, and there's no way to fix it, at least with this cord. So I know it's not as smooth, but just bear with me. God, that reflection is just gorgeous. Couldn't ask for a better day for photos, huh?
Oh, this is amazing. I was here Saturday for the Eastern Muds Eagle Tour, and it was so rough we almost didn't get the pontoon boat back in the slip.
Oh.
It was pretty scary.
Yeah, it was
Wet, cold.
Yeah, windy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nasty on Saturday, that's for sure.
This is wonderful.
All right, Fee, my pleasure. Thank you for hopping in. Let me take it off of that big zoom so it's not so shaky for you all. And we'll probably end soon here anyways. It's we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes, it looks like, since I started live. Like I said, I might do a little pop-up on the way back if I can see what I saw earlier. Sniper, take care, buddy. Sorry, I'm kind of scrolling up. Definitely be nice once I get set up in the house where I can stream some stuff that I've recorded or whatnot, or just do chatting streams from that location. Won't have to worry about not seeing it. Boop, thank you very much for being in here. My pleasure. Let me just even take a look, see if I can even see who. So let's go ahead and, gosh dang it. I'm sorry, I got my other phone going here and I clicked on the wrong button on the phone.
We navigated a turbulent
Bear with me. Click out of that. Fat thumbs. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and kind of wrap it up, mods. But I appreciate everybody that's been here. Appreciate every follow, every sub, every bit. Every single thing you guys contribute goes back into the channel to upgrade equipment.
Did he say I'm his angel? No, but he did kind of like hug me.
Obviously, I'm clicking through that in my phone, in my pocket. And obviously turn something on. But I appreciate every one of you. I really do. I truly do. And let me do this here. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. Let me get this way. That sun is just brutal. Oops, I'm gonna block the camera there. My pleasure. Thanks for being and staying in after the raid. I really appreciate all of you guys that stayed and that followed. Like I said, just enjoy sharing what I'm able to see. Those of you that know me, I mean, I try to really look for everyday life, just try to look for the things that are beautiful, that just let you take a second to see, because all around us, there's beautiful things, whether it's, you know, the terrain that we're seeing, or whether it's, you know, a flower or architecture, just so much different things to appreciate, and just to enjoy sharing that with everybody. Like I said, yeah, trucks on occasion too for Desi. All of this is a cowbell free stream at this point, unless I find some cows that have some. Yeah, they really are Huma. It's really gorgeous, especially as they lightened up a little bit. When it was thick, it was not so exciting. You really couldn't see much, but now it's everything's breaking. It's really pretty. Yeah, the cows on the other side. I don't know if you hear it. Yeah, there's cows on the other side of the lake over there grazing. I can hear them mooing. But the cows for cowbells, you know, for Desi, because there was a lot of the cows up here do have the bells on them. I know it's not the cowbell she's wanting to hear in music. So I'm assuming it's a beautiful day down there too, Huma. It's just I couldn't think of a better day than to be outside than today. So it is nice to get out and enjoy the outdoors. So many people get stuck on the inside and just don't really ever go anywhere, don't see anything, or don't have the opportunity to do it. I'm lucky enough. I hate staying home. I enjoy seeing new things all the time and experiencing new things. And so, you know, I'm always doing little day trips or, you know, overnight trips, different things to see different things or see what is out there. I was going to zoom in, but you guys would never see it. There's a rabbit on the hillside over there. I could be at the lake and watch a music streamer. So, but I do have a lot of fun stuff coming this summer. I mean, I know I'll be in Hawaii end of June for 10 or 12 days. I originally thought it was 9 nights, but I think it's actually longer than that. So should be some opportunities to do some streaming there. Hopefully I get some more scuba diving in. That's kind of also a second plan there. As most of you know, scuba diving is my passion. Just enjoy it. And I have Roatan, Honduras booked again for September of next year, or this year I should say. So I'll be doing, I can stream there. That's where it all began, where I started sharing things. So it'll be fun to do that. I'm going to try to see if I can't get some other real trips in this year. I've got a lot of vacations saved up, so it'd be nice to get away. Still have some pent up energy from the COVID lockdown stuff. Well, I enjoy it. Like I said, I really enjoy just sharing things with you guys. It's a lot of fun, and even just, you know, when I've been in hotels and just pop up streams and just did chatting streams. Some of those have been a lot of fun. We've got some great topics and a lot of good things have come up. Sorry, I might turn that a little bit. I know it's not as beautiful of his view, but that sun is just nasty. I put my sunglasses on, but to me that's kind of rude. But yeah, we'll kind of wrap things up. And if there's a mod there, you can throw, don't bother putting the stream elements or the sub rate in there because stream elements isn't subbed. I forgot to resub it before I left. I'll fix that. Mandy Prater, please. I think because I've already rated Chris and I've rated Carrie Ann before. I have not rated Mandy yet, I don't think. But if we can put some but if you guys can follow me to the, copy the raid calls and follow me to the other streamer and paste that in there, that really helps things out. And I appreciate it very much. It might. It might, but like I said, if you guys do that, I appreciate it. And mods, I appreciate each and every one of you that have been here. Okay, thanks, Edson. But I thought I had to resub it, so I think I was looking at it when yesterday. I noticed it was not subbed. Meant to do that last night and totally forgot. A little sidetracked. I actually had to pull my VOD down, and so my VOD from yesterday will be up on YouTube. I do have YouTube channels for my VODs. I also have a YouTube channel for some other videos. Yeah. So if you guys, appreciate you guys if, you know, check out that. Like I said, the biggest thing is Discord. You get to all my stuff in there. My socials are there. You can see when I'm streaming next. We share a lot of pictures of travels, places around the world. As well as places to go, bucket list destinations. Have a lot of good, like I said, it's growing and hopefully it continues to grow. And like I said, just love the community that's starting to grow in there. Nope, Social Security is not there yet. But I did have to pull unpublished my video yesterday because I realized I doxed myself on accident. So I pulled that, edited the video, and that will be uploaded to YouTube later today. Yeah, there's a good eat section there. There's a travel section there. There's an inspiration channel. We have a farm and garden channel, which I just built after some discussions. A lot of different things. But anyhow, so give me a countdown too on the raid, because I won't see that. Like I said, on this app, I can't see when it raids, so I have no idea when you guys are gone. I'm here. Same thing, Starfade. And my biggest thing is being stuck in front of the computer at work so much. I'm actually going to probably try to change that this year. I'm going to go for another position where I can be a little more active, because this being stuck in front of the computer all the time, as many hours, is just killing me. Like I said, I can't see any of that stuff Edson to know. So I don't have that up, and my other phone died. So I don't have the, can't see what the activity is, the activity feed. But we're gonna go to Mandy Prater. At some point here, like I said, copy the raid calls, paste them in there. Like I said, that really helps me out a lot. And just get some little attention. Yeah, your job's a little different though, but you're not, I mean, I'm used to being not stuck in front of a computer, and the last couple of years I've been stuck in front of a computer, and it's hard. It's hard. You know, you put pounds on, do different things, and it's not what I like. So, just kind of, I know the sun's in my eyes, but I'm just doing this for the scenery. Don't worry about me so much. But I just don't want to be rude. There, that's a little better. So, but thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Like I say, if you guys just give me a countdown, let me know when you're going. I appreciate it. Mods, thank you. God, that scenery is just gorgeous.
I just followed. Apologies. But forked horn. I hope you had a fantastic stream. And thanks again for bringing your crew over here.
Okay. End it.